about Easter Seals, Johnny?
Well, Easter Seal is a great organization, and they can do a whole lot for people that's disabilities that you wouldn't think they would be able to do for themselves. And during the time that I started with Easter Seal, they came to the hospital and from there to the house and worked with me at the house until I was able to go to the center. Through Easter Seal and Almighty God, if it hadn't been for him and it hadn't been for Easter Seal, I wouldn't be able to do the things that I'm doing now.
The relationship that I've developed with the two therapists at the Easter Seal Center have been just what I needed. They tell me, you know, you really are doing a good job with Michael. You have a real instinct for what his problem is and for helping him, and you really are a good parent, and I really need to hear that.
And I want him to get well. It happened so suddenly, you don't know how to cope and you don't know where to turn. You turn to Easter Seals. They are so supportive and they are so helpful, and they came to me immediately.
They provided everything that I needed. It was like they bridged the gap for me that I needed to make Joy's life complete.
Well, I think Easter Seals they do a great job as far as inspiring people to do better and make you try to adapt for yourself.
The Easter Seal Touch means reaching out to millions of people with disabilities and helping them realize their potential. By that I mean the loving people at Easter Seals motivate Americans with disabilities to take control of their lives and set their own goals.
In fact, Easter Seals has been helping people with disabilities lead more productive lives since 1919. It all started in Elyria, Ohio, and a Rotarian named Edgar Allen.
He started Easter Seals as a result of his son getting in a streetcar accident and losing his legs, and there wasn't good services for children, particularly kids that develop disabilities as a result of accidents.
Easter Seals is one of only 2 nonprofits in America that takes its name from a successful fundraising campaign. Easter Seals used to be called the Crippled Children's Society, but after launching an Easter-time fundraising tradition with stamps like these, they began to be identified with the flowery seals they made famous.
When there was a problem, you know, after the Depression, it was really hard to do fundraising. The Rotary clubs had a hard time. At that time, they were so affiliated with Rotary clubs. And it was hard to get fundraising to keep the operations going. So what they did was they contracted with the Cleveland Plains Dealer newspaper, and they had an artist that actually developed a stamp, or a seal, if you will, and they sold that at Easter time. And the first seal was a picture of a lily with a child with crutches. And so eventually we were named after that campaign.
Stamps are still a major part of the Easter Seals tradition, but much has changed since 1919. Easter Seals continues to modify its mission to meet the needs of people, whether a child or an adult suffers from a physical or mental disability. Easter Seals is there to help people live life to its fullest.
Nobody seems to know what Easter Seals does. And that is because wherever we are, we do something different.
When you hear about Easter Seals, you may have only a vague idea of what we're all about. At New Jersey Easter Seals, we provide quality programs and employment, residential services, and rehabilitation to people with disabilities.
We're one of the youngest Easter Seal Society. There's a national organization that just completed its 75th year last year. So that basically the national organization gives us a license to raise money and provide services to people with disabilities in New Jersey.
Hi, I'm Jim Abbott, and this is my friend Sean Barnes from New Jersey Easter Seals. Every day, New Jersey Easter Seals helps nearly 3,000 people like Sean achieve maximum independence. Easter Seals helps parents spot and treat potential disabilities in their children, as well as providing job training and housing for adults. They offer assistance for seniors and substance abuse counseling for all ages.
Easter Seals is one of the leaders in the fight for civil rights of people with disabilities. And just last year, all of Easter Seals' lobbying paid off. Congress finally passed the Americans with Disabilities Act, which means that it is now against the law to discriminate against people with disabilities.
The Easter Seal Society of New Jersey provides services to over 2,000 people on a daily basis in the state. We provide services for the disabled in any area. When we say disabled, we often think of people in wheelchairs and so forth, but there are so many different types of disabilities, from emotional and mental to physical, all sorts of disabilities. Our programs start with Watch Me Grow, which begins at birth, and we have programs that encompass all the way up through the golden years. Camp Mary Hart takes campers beyond the age of 65.
At New Jersey Easter Seal, we provide quality programs in employment, residential services, and rehabilitation to persons with disabilities.
Easter Seals, the mission of Easter Seals New Jersey is to help individuals and families with disabilities and special needs to live, work, and play within their community with dignity, equality, and independence. Easter Seals itself serves over 7,000 people throughout the state of New Jersey every single day, and we have programs that are within 21 counties throughout the state.